Dun, 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 dun. It's another Ask Audra Anything. I love the questions you guys are DMing me. I'm keeping track of them, and I pick 3 to 4, so then every session we can get them answered. So let's get to it. Hey, butthole breathers. How you doing? Just another fine day over here. I am so excited because I had some of y'all message me, and they're like, we haven't had an Ask Audra Anything in a while. And so let's do it. I've been keeping track of all the questions. So I picked 3 or 4, and we're just going to dive right into it. Now, if this is your first time listening, welcome. I am here to help you and give back and be real with you. Like, I think sometimes in our medical industry, people think doctors are like these creatures who, are almost put on this pedestal. And we're human too. I don't know everything, and I admit that I don't know everything. And just like celebrities and professional athletes that are my clients, everyone poops, and we should all be breathing through our butthole. And if you don't know what that is, episode 17 will help you. I help you guide you through it. And you can even get my free Breathe Out Attention series where we go through breathing. If you just swipe up, the link is in the show notes. So yeah, that's it. All right. Diving right in. Question 1. Here we go. I was going to say, here we are. Here we go. Combo together. Sorry, I have been out on tour a little bit, so my schedule is crazy and traveling is exhausting. My husband actually travels for work, and I traveled a little bit, but not like every week because people would fly me out to consult on cases and things. And now I have so much more respect for him because I'd just be like, oh my God, your job's so easy, so fun. You're just traveling, like, how are you tired? But I get it now. It's exhausting because you're working on top of the traveling, and traveling, takes a toll on your nervous system. If you're in different time zones, you're sleeping and maybe your schedule's off, you're up late, blah, blah, blah. I've been experiencing all the things. And I just want to shout out to y'all traveling on a regular basis every week, or even just a little bit. You have to, this next question makes doing this so much more important. And while I'm at it, the rock star life, the traveling, all these people that you're going to see, famous concerts, it is not as glamorous as we all think. I think everyone thinks, oh my God, that's wonderful, blah, blah, blah. There's really hard parts to it. The traveling's really hard. Being away from your family, the late nights, the, constantly going. And we really all, whether you're a celebrity, whether you just travel for work, whether you're just a mom trying to make it through, but wherever you need to make, wherever you are, you need to be taking care of your nervous system and realizing there's such a stress component into all your symptoms, whether it's a digestive issue, whether it's a headache, whether it's your tennis elbow, whether it's your leaking and peeing yourself pelvic floor, maybe it's your back pain, maybe it's your neck pain, whatever it is, there is a huge stress component. And then break that down even more. Not only bad stress, people keep thinking stress is bad. There's good stress too. And that also influences your pain, your symptoms, yada, 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 yada. Okay. So, question 1. The 30-second reset that you've mentioned in multiple episodes. What do you exactly mean by that? And do you mean 30-second like self-pleasuring? I mean, get it. Whatever, 30 seconds to a couple minutes, whatever you have time to do that's going to bring a smile to your face, that's going to bring you joy, that's going to get you to relax. So if that's it, go for it. Simple things. I mean, I was just talking to someone the other day. I just love getting outside and going for a walk with my dog, Hayward. And if my husband's home, him. Just something that just fresh air, away from my phone. The key is away from my phone. And just like, kind of, I can breathe. Things aren't as heavy. You take a deep breath. Stop holding your breath. If you're holding your breath right now, take a deep breath for me. In through your nose, out through your nose. 3 more times. I have another client that was telling me they love putting on their favorite song throughout the day. Whatever they're listening to, they put on their favorite song and just like helps them reset. Having a cup of coffee, I'm drinking some right now. Yes, this is a breathe in your butthole mug for the podcast. Pretty awesome. If you're watching on YouTube, which you should be to watch all the shenanigans, you can see this. And there's a link in the show notes if you want to order your own. But something I always say 30 seconds. That's all it takes just to breathe. Oh my gosh, my nose was running. Every time I do a podcast, it's so funny. I haven't figured it out. My nose runs. So that has to be something stress, nervous system. Like I'm so excited. And I just wanted you to realize I'm reading all of your DMs, comments, emails of you trying some of the stuff that we're talking about. So let me read one right here. I'm working hard to get into a new routine. Some breathing, stretching, coming into my body in bed before I got up to shower to start my day. Then I triggered some pleasure responses by hand washing dishes before I headed into the office today. Here we go. Hope you have a great week. Thank you for reaching out. And I will always keep your names and situations and questions private, just so you know. So yeah, so doing this helps. Like just take a second, breathe. Don't just hop out of bed. And, if you're snoozing your alarm, you can just wake up and breathe a little bit or do some press ups in your bed. You don't even have to get out and just get into your body. Feel what's going on in your body. Half of us, like we've been saying, it's all turned off and you don't even realize what's going on. Our bodies are constantly trying to talk to us. I also had someone message me how much they're loving Destress in 20. So we'll drop that link in the show notes. If you don't know what to do, it's on sale right now. So just pop that up on your phone or your computer and do one of the exercises. And it helps you breathe. It's me talking you through. Or if you want to work out, just do all of them. There's multiple different options. And it's just going to help you get back into your body, feel what's going on, help relax you, help relax the tissue, help activate the tissue correctly so that you can feel good and tone down your nervous system, therefore your stress response. Okay. I actually had one of my celebrity clients bring this up. Yes, my nose is still running. Thank you. They're like, hey, I was looking at some of your stuff and you got some trolls. They're like, welcome to it. It's fun, isn't it? And I'm out here just to spread some love for y'all and give back in a way that I truly believe I'm put here. And this is my gift to help people and in this way. And I'm really good at it. And I wanted to be able to offer something for free just to get more word out there of what's going on, especially in this manual medicine world, what some of the new stuff is. Is it good? Is it bad? And of course, some of this is my opinion and that could change tomorrow. So some things you might hear on here, I might go back and change as I learn more, as the studies come out. So we're all just doing the best we can. And if I'm not your cup of wine, you don't have to drink it. You can go somewhere else. I have someone that I met in the business world, and they're great. I'm actually going to line them up for the podcast so you can hear them talk. But their whole line, anytime there's trolls or, their clients have trolls, is I hope you heal. So that's all I really have to say. I hope you heal. And so the one person kind of got at me in a couple different ways, asking if I'm a real doctor. And listen, no, I'm just a chiropractor. Just kidding. Yes, I'm a real doctor. All different designations: MD, DO, DC. Now there's DPTs. That's doctor of whatever it is. So I'm a doctor of chiropractic medicine. And then I focused on sports and non-surgical injuries. From there, there's lots of different things you can do, just like a medical doctor specializes in surgery or primary medicine, kind of the same thing. So yes, I had to, take boards, do internship residencies, same thing. And the funny story I like to tell, I went to Ohio State for undergrad, and one of my good friends, she went to medical school. And so we were in, schools at the same time. We had more anatomy than they did in MD school. We dissected bodies for a long time to figure it out, it's because we really have to learn the body. We're knowing muscles, tendons, attachments, origins, nerves, all the things. and they only had like a quarter of it or something, and we had years. So she would call me for help in anatomy and physiology, and I would call her for help in pharmacology and dermatology, because I had one class of dermatology, and I was just like, why am I taking this? Like, I would refer to a dermatologist, because you can't be good and specialize in everything, right? Like, you kind of pick your thing and that's what it is. So, yes, took my boards, passed them, passed the Tennessee state license, and here I am. So, yes, I'm a real doctor and I'm loving it, and I would love to help you. So, thank you. Thank you for the question. Next question 3. All right, I'm training for a race and shin splints keep popping up. What can I do? What is your advice? Well, congratulations on moving and training for a race. Like, just even doing that, you need to celebrate. You know, I'm big on celebrating all things, including the little things. You don't have to just wait till you hit the biggest peak goal you could ever hit. You need to celebrate along the way and enjoy the ride. Shin splints are funny because there's different things. And are they true shin splints? There's different areas on your leg that are different muscles or different attachments that aren't true shin splints. So I would ask you that first. What can be contributing to this? Well, your form and running. Number 2, I could bet a ton of money that your feet aren't activating correctly. You're not able to activate your feet correctly. So then when you're taking that load as you pound the pavement, the force is not getting absorbed properly by your foot all the way up through that chain. So the force is just beating in higher. So like the shin, the knee, the back. So we need to, it's like the shocks of your car, which I know I'm making that reference and I don't even know what that is. Kind of like, what are those called? Pogo sticks when you're jumping. Like, as that, you jump, it goes down, you pop back up. Every time you run or jump or anything, your body needs to correctly land to absorb that force so that it just doesn't go up the chain and cause. So this is a lot of times what's contributing, the stress of this, contributing to knee issues, shin splints, plantar fasciitis, hip pain, back pain. So we need to go through and address. Along with that, we need to look up the chain. 1, are you breathing correctly? Or are you pulling your belly button into your spine as you run? You lose stabilization, strength, speed, all of that if you're doing that. So we need to do that so that you can correctly activate your pelvic floor, your glutes, all the way down to your feet, because it's top up, bottom down. And then, yes, I would look at some of your glute activation again. So the part B of that question was, how can I work with you, or what would you recommend? For just a start with Destress in 20. Like, just, it's so cheap right now and it's so good. I would also have you do something proprioceptive wise before you put on your tennis shoes to run. So roll your foot on a tennis ball, on a lacrosse ball, just to get that brain aware and stimulated of, oh, okay, this is my foot. And then you could do virtual like coaching consult with one of the docs in the office. Or if you really wanted to go the whole shebang all in, virtually or in person, you can do the Elite Edge Club and you get 2 doctors on your case. We meet after every visit and just adjust your case accordingly. And it's like a 3-month commitment of where you're really going to either heal an injury you have or heal an injury and be able to do some performance stuff to take you to that next level. It's so good. So all different options from free to paid. So just how in depth and how much responsibility are you going to take yourself before doing that? And then obviously, what kind of shoe are you running in? I have seen, I know some of you aren't going to like this, but we have seen in the office in our own little case study that the Hokas and endurance and distance runners have been causing more foot, ankle, knee problems. I know, because you think it's too much padding, like it's too much going on. But there are exceptions to every case. Like, everyone's a little bit different, but that's just something we've noticed in the past couple of years of, some footsteps coming in. Did you bring your running shoes? Did you bring your workout shoes? And they pulled out the Hokas and we're like, So yes, of course we need to address the chain, but let's change the shoe too. Don't hate against Hokas. There are some cases where, yeah, you might need them, but this is just, once again, a generalization and thoughts and studies of what we've observed paired with some research. Final question. I've been paying attention after you've been talking about this on your podcast. Every time my neck pain is bad, my stress is worse. You're right. I know. This is why we need to be talking about this, people. If you have not heard this before, you need to go back in some episodes and listen to. If you know anyone struggling with pain, especially, I'm going to go through a case of the neck pain, send this to a friend. The more you like and share this podcast, the more we're going to help each other out. And please leave a 5-star review. Help me help you. So I had at one point 3 moms, all with kids 0 to like 3. And all the same time, because everything comes in waves. It's so funny. Like injuries come in waves. Like you'll see a bunch of low back pain, and then you'll see a bunch of plantar fasciitis, and then you'll see a bunch of neck, and then TMJ. And it's funny how that happens. Shoulder, whatever. And they were like, we're struggling with this neck pain that we can't get to go away. And the more we looked at it, they all had a little bit different root causes, I would say. But the stress of picking up the kids constantly or breastfeeding was just a lot of load, plus stress of mom life if they were working, or, just all of that made it worse. So we not only had to find techniques to help relax their nervous system, which everyone responded to something different. We had to address the breathing, which everyone needs to address. And then, okay, is your shoulder activating correctly? Are your deep neck flexors activating correctly? And we can kind of go from there. But every single one of them responded to something from the carpal tunnel game plan. So if you are struggling with this and you're like, hey, I kind of want to walk myself through like different exercises that would help for some relief, I can't recommend that enough. But I'm so glad, like step 1 is awareness of, oh yeah, this is worse when I'm super stressed out. And then not only addressing the tissue and the activation, but also your nervous system and that stress component. It is so crucial, especially to have long-lasting results and not, oh, well, it felt better for 24 hours and now it's back. We need to, get a whole game plan together. So that we'll drop that link in the show notes. And I just love hearing all your questions and talking with y'all on my DMs. I'm on the TikTok, I'm on the Instagram. All those links are going to be in the show notes. And we will do another one of these. I won't wait as long. Okay. And if you shoot me questions, no, I'm not going to like blow you up on your name and tell everyone what your question was. So give me the most embarrassing ones. If you want to know more and like me talking through the cases, you got to sign up for the pep talk. That's also going to be in the show notes. It's my free newsletter that goes out weekly. It's like celebrity level health secrets, answers to the most embarrassing questions, and other stuff that it's just, the other week I was talking about something that happened on the plane when I was on tour. So it's just more like a little glimpse in of health secrets and knowledge and tips. So I hope you have the absolute best day, and I'll see you next week. Toodaloo.